Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Timberborn. As you have noticed, maybe you have seen the announcement that Timberborn Update 7 is officially releasing on the 8th of May. Pretty sure we are all quite excited about that. Maybe there's going to be a few more changes to it. I saw there was a tiny little update again, but it seems like it was just a little bug fix type of update that they have there. I'm quite happy about the fact that it's coming live to us in a few weeks time. So to those who are not playing the experimental and waiting on it, I'm pretty sure you've been excited about it as well for quite a while now. So that is awesome. At least update 7 is going to be live. Right, so in this episode, what we're going to do is continue along with our planning over here. So essentially I have this right here, but what I would like to do is I'm going to add a few sluices over here, let it run quite nicely. Then I'm not exactly sure, maybe I will have the water run this way, but I don't exactly want it to run that way. I want this to be clean, clear water. So what I am going to do here is the following. Right, first and foremost, what we would like to have here is going to be landscaping. Let's see, so a sluice over here, a sluice over there. So I'll have 2 on each, and then we'll have levees over here. So what this will do is this is going to give us an open gap for a bridge to run into. Hold on just a second, let's do this. So let's see, remove these. I think maybe let's do it like so they block off that, and then have a sluice set right there. So this is where our aqueduct is going to start. No, it's supposed to be the other way around, sorry about that. I'll be right back. Yeah, there we go, something like that. So essentially it's going to block it off. This is just going to filter it into here. So essentially what we're going to have then is a little gap over here which they can enter in. Why is that there? That's weird. So essentially we are going to build ourselves a little something in here as well. Let's see if we can just find ourselves a better view on that. I mean, I guess. No, not really. Alright, so that is a good enough view for what we're doing over here. Can we do anything in here? I don't know. Is there enough space for a bunch of housing or something? Sure, I suppose there is. I mean, yeah, I guess we could do a little something in there. Very interesting, but yes, for now, let's just get this going. So this one is going to provide power. This one's going to provide power to both of these areas over here. So that is going to be quite exciting. Then what I would like to do is naturally, like we always do in this here, is to get ourselves all the monuments. Next up, Fountain of Joy. So yes, we usually have the Fountain of Joy, or no, the Fountain of Joy, the Earth Recultivator be the end of our series, but this time we're not going to have it be the end of our series. We are going to continue along and build this one as big as possible. All we need to do is have access to water, which I believe we can figure out somehow. Let's see where we can do that. I would say a nice little spot would be somewhere down here, maybe. Fountain of Joy. I mean, this is good. We can just pause these when the water gets a little bit low. So let's say our Earth Recultivator, the Fountain of Joy can be somewhere over here. But let's see if we can just find a better spot for it. Doesn't have to be in the water. I guess it has to be in the water. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it on the side. There's enough space for it over here. So this one will go over there, but we don't have enough points for it. Oh, we're close there. Okay, but we're gonna have that over there. Let's see if we can find ourselves another thing to do. So we need a carousel as well. I would say, where can we go with our carousel? It would be pretty cool to have this up here somewhere, and then just have like a little spot to build around and have the power break away from that and go up. Yes, let's do that. Let's quickly remove that, have the power break away from that. So in other words, we are going to have that one right there. We do need them to be able to actually get there. So let's have a look here. So where would we like to have this built? We're going to need platforms naturally, so I would say a carousel right next to it is going to be essential, kind of. I think that is... Ooh, that's too high. Why am I building it so high? Remove. Yes, there we go. So once again, platforms need to be at that height over there. I'm just going to put that there for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to well-being. I'm going to have the carousel. The carousel is only 700, so we can afford it. It would be wonderful. And then what we're going to do over here is we're going to need one of these again. So power needs to be over here. That makes sense. That sure does make sense. Right. Okay, so we're going to have that one there, with that one there, that one right over there. We don't have a path to it right now, which is fine. We will add one like so. Here we go. Path goes around. Have that right there. Have that one go through there. Actually, no need for that, I think. Maybe it is. Okay, so we'll figure that one out in a second. Thing I'm really excited about as well is as soon as we have that the full update again, we can definitely start looking into having some mods again. All the way to there, and then I need you to go upwards. Like so. Vertical and downward. Beautiful. Okay, so obviously they cannot reach it from there, so I'll have to figure something else out. Such as, instead of going around, we are just going to have another platform right over there, one over there, and I do believe they can then reach it. So if I put a little path over there, they should be able to reach that. Why can't they reach that? Okay, let's see what we can do about that. I'm going to increase the priority on this a little bit. This entire little structure, I would like them to get this done because, well, we need that power to get going again. So I think maybe let's focus on, let's see, the ones that are going to allow them to build that one. Like so. That seems to be like a good one. Then over here we need a lot of planks. They are producing planks, but nobody is building. Do we have enough builders? That is the question. We could actually increase our amount of builders that we have. So I think for that, let's get a few of them on this side. So we are now in a point of our little colony where we definitely require some more workers. We are now streamlining things, making it work better, I believe is the word I am looking for. Yes, well, streamlining. But anyways, let's see. So district, we are going to have another hauling post over here, I think, and another, oops, no, a builder's hut. I think one like that should do good. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not, but I am doing it the best that I can imagine at the moment and trying to make everything fit in quite nicely. So I would say that is going to work quite well. Let's just quickly have someone focus on these as well. Alright, so that is pretty good. This is not a priority. This is just to make it look nice, so that is not an issue. I know this isn't perfect, you know. I've had a comment to say that it was a bad idea doing it like so because of the pumping, I guess, but it looks nice, so I'm not too concerned. Really not too concerned. Right, so let's just give them a few more minutes to get a few things done, and then I'll get back to you. Alrighty, so I've added, give it a second, sorry. I've added the builder's hut and the hauling post, so that is done. So, and then I've just added a few extra houses over here, which is perfectly good. Which means we now have extra babies coming in as well. They are hard work at the carousel as well, so this is absolutely awesome. Might still take a little while to get that done. Not sure. Planks. Oh no, not really. Not really at all, actually. That is beautiful. Let's see. So that is over there. That is done. I am trying to get as many things done as possible, which are still lacking. You know, basically this has been standing around for quite a while now, so I would like to get a few of these things done. You know, I mean, it is there for the well-being of them. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. Haha, carousel. Look at them go. Great stuff. Right, let's see. So there we go. Okay, so I would like to add some more housing as well. Added those, so that is why we have this over here. So we have 5 spots right there. Basically what we're doing is basically this again, essentially. Let's see. So that one is going to be, I think it will be good enough. I think maybe we're going to need one more. Maybe we'll be needing one more, so let's just plan this out. There's going to be 6 of them, and then what we're going to do is we'll add, do we have a pathway that runs down there? We do, actually. That is great. Okay, so once again we are doing the housing. 2 little houses. Let's see how we can get this done. A little bit. No, man. All right, there we go. There we go. A little bit. That one needed to be flipped as well. Don't think I can flip it like this. I think I need to delete it and flip it. So let's just return and flip and then turn. I mean, that should do the trick. There we go, like we always do. Yes. Would be nice if we could do like a bit of decoration over here, just like a few lanterns. Nah, lanterns are going to be useless, but I would say let's add tiny little hedge, a tiny little hedge over there, and let's see. So essentially then we are going to need the single spaces as well, like that. But we also need to quickly do the pathway like so, just have it wrap around. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but to me it does. To me everything matters. Let's see. So we got that, and then we're gonna need, this is a bit tight, isn't it? That's a little bit tight, isn't it? Why am I struggling? Why? I already have this over here. We just bring this down one. You see? Why was I struggling? I don't know. I like struggling apparently. Okay, let's just put that one over there, put that one over there, and then have ourselves a few more houses. But with well-being, we are going to have the rooftop terrace over here. As per usual, double up on that one. And then let's see, so housing, a mini lodge as per usual. And I would say one of these, and then just one of these flip around. Beautiful. So that is going to be a nice little spot for them to continue living. So I would say let's make this kind of a priority. Not exactly the biggest priority, but we'll kind of prioritize this. There you go. All that, all that, all that. Okay, wonderful. So I mean, that is going to be another little overhang housing area, which is wonderful. We have ourselves a nice carousel, and we have our showers ready now. That is beautiful. We are making good progress on all the things that we are still lacking. Naturally, the mud pit's going to take forever to get there because we need treated planks, we need logs. No, actually not. Actually, not at all. Yeah, let's see if we can actually get one of these done. I am trying my best to get as many things completed as possible. Let's see. So I would say they will be able to get that done. I mean, these are just randomly placed all around. Ooh, look at that. Oh yes, we're just lacking a few more. For that, I would say we'll need to slap in a little bit of a pathway for them to get there because it's a bit far, it seems. But as soon as those are done, let's just prioritize this as a green, but not a high priority. High priority, but not highest priority. So we're going to get that done. Let's get these going as well. So we are definitely going to blow the hole in this episode. Definitely going to get going on that. So I'm just going to make this a high priority, this a high priority. That's going to be next in line. They're obviously going to go and do that quickly because obviously they have the resources for it. I mean, honestly, this looks pretty cool. I'm really liking the way our colony has turned out so far. So that is pretty awesome. So I'm thinking let's do one last skip ahead where they get all of those planted and maybe have this thing completed as well. Alrighto. I will admit, one of my favorite things about this game is still just sitting here watching them do their thing. It's pretty awesome. I really enjoy it. I don't think they're going to reach that anymore. So that's a bit of a waste, but oh well, that's fine. I can still figure something out. Let's see if I delete this one, they might be able to get up there and then do that. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess it's going to get one of them done. Maybe. I don't know. Right, anyway, so that is going to get built in a jiffy. As you can see, they have access to it from up here. That one's got, yeah. Okay, so that one's a bit too far now. Oh, that's a darn shame. So just remove one of them at least. Ah, okay, well, I mean, not exactly what I had in mind, but I mean, it's fine. It's okay. Right, so this should be ready now. Are you guys ready to go kaboom? It does appear to be so, yes. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look here. Anybody still ookie dookie? Maybe not. Maybe a bad idea to get this going right now. Let's just give them a second so that they go. I'm going to have to blow this while they sleep. Why is everybody still here? Stop working. Stop working, go home. Right, so as soon as everybody clears out, I can quickly do that. You just put it down there, thank you, sir. Oh my dear goodness, why? You're not supposed to build anymore. There we go, and detonate. Okay, so obviously that cleared out a few things. Not a problem, we can fix it up. And that is looking good. That's looking good. Like I said, we will clear that up, we'll fix it and see what we can do about that. So in that case, what we are going to do is, let's just quickly do that right now. I mean, it's not a problem. Want this to go up to there. All the way to there. And then we can just pull this up to here. Pull it up to here and a little bit more up to here. So I must say I'm quite excited about the fact that this is our first little step towards having our underground colony. There we go. Some more. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. I can just remove that one in a second. I think that is good. Wonderful. Wonderful. So naturally, we are not going to have this done right now, but it looks pretty cool. I think it's going to be quite nice. So obviously, we'll have to do quite a few of the platforms as well, and then have them run over the overhang platforms. Going to have to do a few of these. Let them, well, cover up everything over here. We'll have to make like 2 dams. I'm thinking a few, like maybe a 4 by 4 wide on each side, and then have them run down about 4 deep, or 3 deep at least. So it's going to be something like this. Where are they? There we go. So it's going to be about like so, and then like so, something like that. It's going to be that deep, well, that wide and that deep. So that's going to help out quite a bit with that. Sorry about that, cheese. So that is going to be the water storage, which is going to run in from somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, but we'll get that in there. Have platforms on top of that, and have the beavers live on top of that, and then, well, they can do farming in there as well. Righto, so this is also done. So I would say that was a pretty good one, actually. First explosion, first detonation is done.